Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the global game Nike KD7. Now as you can see, it comes in your standard KD7 box. We'll take a quick look at the label, listed as the KD VII. VII is Roman numerals for 7, size 9.5 US. The colorway is Action Red and Metallic Silver, and you can see the suggested retail price is $150 US. Now this colorway did sell out pretty much the day of its release. I was lucky enough to get a pair. I know online they aren't really available. I actually ended up being able to get my pair in store and they weren't exactly sold out when I got them, so I'm not sure if they're still sitting on shelves at certain places. But as far as I know, and in terms of buying them online, eBay is really going to be your best bet. So here is a look at the global game colorway of the KD7. Really big fan of this shoe. To me, this is the nicest KD shoe that Nike has ever put out. Really big fan of the overall theme. I like the combination of materials. I like the low cut design. And I just think it's a really good looking shoe overall. Now I picked up originally the Independence Day KD7, which was the white, red, and blue one. If you guys missed that video and you want to check it out, I'll leave an annotation on screen. But at the actual unveiling event for the KD7, they showed off a bunch of colors that would be coming out in the future, this being one of them. I was very excited about it, and luckily we didn't have to wait too long to actually have the opportunity to buy these for ourselves, and I have to say I'm really happy with the final product. Now as you can see, it's pretty much an all red shoe, and the kind of theme here is global game. So it's here to commemorate the couple international basketball tournaments that are going to be happening this month and the month after. I really don't want to get into too much detail because that's really all the details Nike has given around this particular colorway and explanation behind it. So the subtle details that you get here, as you can see in the D of the KD logo right there, you have a little globe. And then obviously all the accents here, apart from the shoe being completely red, you're going to find a chrome Nike swoosh here on the front with what is supposed to look like confetti, but it ends up just being kind of a paint splatter. And online it kind of looks like it's just green, but up close, as you guys can see, there's green, there's red, there's yellow, and there's blue kind of splatter inside the chrome Nike swoosh, inside the silver KD logo, and inside the silver Nike swoosh here on the medial side. Now the one thing that I did want to point out that was kind of interesting in person is that this Nike swoosh is definitely chrome, whereas this logo and the Nike swoosh right here is more of just a silver color. It doesn't have that same kind of chrome shiny effect like this one does. So that's something I thought was a little bit interesting, but definitely something worth pointing out as well. Other than that, the shoe, as you can see, is pretty much solid red. In the front, it's all mesh, as you can see, kind of has that Hyper Rev vibe about it. It's got the fused on piece over top, which is also red, the red flywire, obviously the red laces, your red strap. Even the Velcro part is red, as you guys can see. It's got the underlay with all the details. There's lots of subtle details on this particular shoe. And then obviously the back half is that Foamposite, Hyperposite material. It's kind of firm to the touch, really gives it a unique look, has that kind of interesting shape about it. And you can see in comparison to the other colorways that have been released so far, this one actually has an artificial leather grain finish on it, which to me just gives it a very premium vibe. I really like how these look. Obviously it is a performance shoe at the end of the day, but in terms of casual wear, this colorway is by far, in my opinion, the nicest one that Nike has put out, even though there's only been a couple at this point in time. The inside heel liner is red, as you can see, as well as the insole. And then the entire midsole is pretty much all red as well. You got your Nike Zoom branding right there, your clear Zoom bag at the back, and then the actual internals of the bag are also red in color. So it's pretty much a complete red out, apart from the 3 silver elements that I pointed out for you guys. On the bottom, again, pretty much solid red. You have this storytelling traction pattern, which kind of has that weather mapping type of vibe about it. That's kind of what it looks like to me. And then you have this little exposed piece here in the middle where you have the plastic kind of support pieces for the midfoot area of the shoe with kind of foam in between. So that's all exposed. Kind of difficult to explain. Hopefully you guys can see it. But once you actually hold a pair of these in your hand, you'll understand what that area is all about. And again, there's all kinds of little hidden details within this traction pattern. It's not just completely random. You can see the KD logo right there. And there's just little hidden elements. You can see there's a lightning bolt. You can see on the back, you got your 3 stars right there. There's lots and lots of little hidden details on this shoe, and if you look at them closely, you're going to find things that you perhaps didn't see at first glance. So that's pretty much it as far as just a quick detailed look at everything, and move on next to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and of course how they look on feet. Alright, here's a look at the KD7s on feet with a pair of shorts. And I have to say, I'm just a really big fan of this shoe. Nike did a good job of making a design that looks good and incorporates performance-oriented as well as very premium-looking materials. Obviously, you have the mesh at the front, so it's nice and thin, relatively lightweight, has a little bit of breathability to it, while the rear portion of the shoe is made from that kind of more structured looking hyperposit material, which feels great. It's very, very comfortable, but also looks the part, especially with that artificial leather grain finish on the outside. So again, for casual wear, while this is still a performance shoe, they definitely are very, very wearable and very versatile in terms of what you can wear them with. As far as comfort is concerned, these are extremely comfortable shoes. You have obviously the big zoom unit in the heel, and then you have a 4-foot zoom unit as well. So in terms of comfort, I find these to be extremely comfortable shoes. You really can feel both the zoom units in this particular shoe. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US. The fit seems to be pretty good. But in the width, I would say that it is a more snug fit in the 4-foot and toe box area. So if you have really wide feet, it might not be a bad idea to go half a size up. Other than that though, guys, that's pretty much it as far as what they look like with a pair of shorts. Move on next to what they look like with a pair of pants. Alright, here's a quick look at the KD7s on feet with a pair of pants. And again, due to the very premium looking materials that Nike has incorporated onto this particular model, and its relatively simple styling, I think that it is very well suited to wear with either shorts or pants, depending on what you like as a combination, I suppose. Obviously, this bright red color is probably not a pair of shoes you want to wear on an everyday basis, but as far as wearing them with pants, kind of dressing them up, if you will, I think that this is just a really good looking and a very premium looking shoe overall. Obviously, it does have that $150 price tag, so it better perform the part and it better look the part, and I honestly feel like the KD7 really does kind of meet both of those two criteria. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video is concerned, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review plus on-feet video of the Global Game KD7. Again, big fan of this shoe, really happy with the colorway. The all red looks fantastic. I like the silver and chrome accents. And again, it's a simple, bright colorway that to me just looks absolutely fantastic. Again, like I mentioned, this colorway pretty much sold out everywhere online. Your best bet if you're looking for this exact colorway is going to be eBay. But if you just want a pair of KD7s, check out the review page on my website. There'll be a link down below in the description of Buy It Now links to all of the available colorways that did not sell out from here on in, basically. So go ahead and check that out, and you also find the high quality images of this exact shoe if you want to get a look at some of the close-up details that you might not necessarily see in the stock pictures. So again, all of that